Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel once again. So today we are going to be doing the long-awaited update on my tragus and my helix piercing. This is going to be the 6-month update. I can't believe it's been 6 months now. That's absolutely crazy. It still feels like yesterday. I was just walking out of the parlor and now it's 6 months later. So I'm just going to kind of be making this a short little video kind of talking about how they're doing and as far as changing them goes and just things like that. So I got both my tragus and my helix pierced 6 months ago. I went to my piercing place where I always go, which is a Mystery Inc. I go there for all of my piercings, and each of these were oh gosh, I think total it was like $30 to get both of these done. So in case you don't know, the tragus is this little part of the ear right here, and then the helix or cartilage is up here. So yeah, I got both of them pierced with a needle. If you are out there and you want to get either of these piercings, really they should always be pierced with a needle. Anything cartilage wise should always be pierced with a needle. You should never get anything pierced with a gun. A gun can lead to problems. If you watch my all about my ear piercings video, which I will have linked below, I do talk about my horrible experience with my helix, because I've had my helix done like 3 times before with a gun and it never healed properly. So that is why you should always get pierced with a hollow needle at a professional piercing shop, because things just go better that way. So as far as pain level goes, neither of them really weren't that bad. If you want to watch me get them pierced with the actual needle, I will have that video linked below as well, along with how I clean my piercings too. So in case any of you are curious about any of those things, just make sure you check the description box so you can kind of keep up to date as far as like how my healing process has been going. So typically a tragus can take 3 to 6 months to heal, and a helix piercing takes 9 to 12 months to heal. So not many people know that, and not many people follow that rule when it comes to helix piercings. They do take a lot longer to heal than most piercings. The reason why, I don't know. They're just very, very stubborn piercings. You really just have to be patient with them and make sure that you take proper care of them so they heal properly. So as far as healing both of these, my tragus has been a complete dream. Like, I have had no issues with it at all. My helix, I'm still struggling with it because it only has been 6 months, so I have maybe about another 3 to 5 month healing period before I can actually change it. So yeah, this is what they currently look like right now. There is my tragus. Yep, right there. So that's what that one looks like, and then my helix just looks like that. 6 months later, so that is what they look like. As far as cleaning them goes, I don't clean my tragus anymore because it has been 6 months, so it is healed. So I no longer need to clean it 2 to 3 times a day. I just give it its normal little cleaning in the shower with my Provence soap, which you guys have heard me talk about before. So that one has been great. And as far as changing it goes, if you follow me on Instagram, I did post a picture of me with a new ring inside of my tragus piercing, which was this one right here. If any of you remember that ring right here, it's just like the little horseshoe. I did end up putting this into my tragus, and I did post a picture of it. I think that was around I don't know how long ago it was, but I did have this ring in there, and it went in really easy. Changing it was really easy. The hardest part was screwing the little ball on the back on. That was probably the only the hardest part of it. It didn't hurt or anything like that. It didn't bother me. The only reason, because I know a lot of people are like, well, then why did you take it out if there wasn't a problem? The only problem I really had was this ring that I have in right now is the ring I was pierced with, and this looks to be around a 18 to 20 gauge, and this one looks a little thicker than that. And I noticed when I put this one in, it is a little bit thicker, and I was starting to see a little bit of migration happen just because the ring is so big. So I decided to take this one out and put the original one back in, because I didn't want my you know, Tragus to migrate so far that it wouldn't keep the piercing anymore. Really not a big deal. It has nothing to do with the jewelry or anything like that. It's just I have very, very small ears and my Tragus is very, very small on its own, so I can't have really thick jewelry in there, which is not a big deal. All I have to do is just go online and find a 22 gauge hoop or earring and put it in there, and that'll be just fine. But I can't really have anything else thick in there like this. This is just way too thick for my Tragus. Other people, this is probably the perfect size for you, but for me it was just way too big. So that is the deal with my Tragus. It's been doing good. It looks a little red right now. I don't know if that's because I was just playing with it or what, but yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to lay on or anything like that. So my Tragus has been an absolute dream to, you know, get pierced, and as far as like the healing process go, it's been great. Yeah, I love this piercing. I love it. I've even considering getting my other one done over here because I love the Tragus piercing, and it really didn't hurt that bad at all. Now I was actually really worried about getting that one done, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, now moving on to up here. This piercing, my Helix piercing, is still a little bit of a struggle, and that's perfectly normal. It's everything that happened the previous times of having my Helix pierce. I'm experiencing the exact same things, but less, you know what I mean? So I'm like still experiencing a little bit of pain, soreness. Sometimes it hurts to lay on my ear, so sometimes I just do like this thing and lay down, or I do this thing and lay down. Just, it depends on the day. Sometimes it hurts more days than others. Some days it's not that bad. Yeah, so sometimes it hurts a little bit more than usual, but yeah, it's doing okay. I still clean it with sea salt at least once a day or every other day. Not a big deal. I'm still not getting any pus or anything like that, mostly just crusties around it, and I have not changed it yet. I will not change this piercing until it's about 1 year old, because I don't want to run the risk of, you know, irritating it and getting it infected while it's still healing, because it is still healing. My Tragus, for the most part, is pretty much 100% healed, but my Helix is still going through kind of the process. So pretty much what I do is I clean it with sea salt, rotate it a little bit, and then when I get in the shower, I clean it with my Provence soap and, you know, rotate it again to make sure it gets nice and clean. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for my 6-month update. Everything has been going really good, just gotta take care of it, and a lot of you have been asking, when are you gonna get more piercings? I will get more piercings after this one has calmed down a little bit, because I do plan on getting piercings in this ear, but I don't want to have new piercings in this ear while it's still kind of sore to lay on this side. So you know what I mean? So I want this side to be perfectly okay before I start making this one sore. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that I wanted to tell you guys. I think I covered everything. If you have any further questions that you want to ask me about your piercings, go ahead and leave a comment below and I will get right back to you on that. Anything else you want to know, go ahead and ask me. I respond to everybody. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.